Do you want to level up your PowerPoint skills when you're presenting in an online meeting? Hi, I'm Justin Vogel, a trainer at Pragmatic Works. When we train others here at Pragmatic Works, we are constantly sharing our screen while in Microsoft Teams meetings as we demonstrate how to use various products. We often use PowerPoint presentations to help guide our class. It's pretty easy to set up and use, and I want to show you not only how to do that, but I want to highlight the key benefits from both the presenters and the participants' perspective. From the presenter's perspective, you don't have to use several screens at the same time, and you have PowerPoint's presenter view while still inside the Teams meeting with speaker notes, thumbnails, navigation buttons, laser pointer, and inking features. You can still see audience camera feeds and view the chat as well. From the participant's perspective, viewers can pinch to zoom if they're on a phone or another small device. Now let's talk about accessibility. You can enable live captions that generate as you speak, and they can also view slides in high contrast and click on any hyperlinks. Let's dive in and check it all out. Here I am in a meeting with my colleague, Greg. Let me show you what screen sharing would be like without using Microsoft Live, so we can then compare the two. Here, I would go to my PowerPoint that I have up here ready for presentation. I would click Start from Beginning, and now I'd have all these screens going. I have my PowerPoint, I have my Teams meeting, and I have my speaker notes in my PowerPoint presenter mode on a different screen. I have 3 screens going on. Let's take a look at what it could look like using PowerPoint Live. To use PowerPoint Live, the first thing we want to do is go to Insert, then Cameo. Now we want to insert a Cameo into all slides. By inserting into all slides, I've already done it, so you can see I have a video feed right here ready to go as soon as I turn my camera on. I can move that around and put it in different parts depending on the slide that I'm on. I can even change its size. For this one, for example, on this slide, there's not a lot of room for me, so I just made myself smaller and take up a little less space. In other slides, like this one, there was really no space for me, so I changed the size and I added a little glow so that people knew that I had changed locations. All of these features can be set right here under camera format. You can see all the different options that I have for Cameo. You can see the shape, you can see the border, and you can see the effects. Like this one, I've got that glow on. Once I've inserted my Cameo into all slides, I can also make the decision to remove myself from certain slides. So instead of putting myself small and in the corner, I could just remove myself entirely by clicking Delete. From here, if I'm in a meeting already, I can simply click Present in Teams. And as soon as I turn my camera on, I'll be in PowerPoint Live. Now, since I'm inside the PowerPoint now, I'm going to go ahead and hide myself from the meeting because I can see myself in the PowerPoint right now. Let's look at some of the features from the presenter's perspective. I can navigate the slides right here. Navigate forward, navigate backward. I can see what number slide I'm on. I also have a laser pointer, and if I double click it, I can change the color. If I want to draw someone's attention to something, I can just use my laser pointer, and it automatically disappears after just a split second. So you draw someone's attention to a certain area of your slide, and then it goes away. I also have all my inking features here. I have a pen, I have my highlighter here, if I want to highlight a particular word, for example, and I have my eraser here that will get rid of that very easily. So I have all my inking features right here, or I have my eraser here that I can erase certain spots or everything I wrote on this slide. In addition, I can still see my speaker notes off here to the right. These would normally be on a whole nother screen, but they're right here for me as I navigate through slide to slide. Here are some of the options. Here are some of the additional options I have. I can translate the slides. For example, I can translate the slides for everybody as the presenter by choosing a different language right from here. After a second or two, the slide has been translated. Let's go ahead and translate that back. Other features here is I can hide presenter view. That'll take away my notes from the right side of the screen, but it'll give me a little more to look at and turn that back on. I can also magnify the slide for everyone. So if I'm zooming in on something, they can all see the same thing. I can view my own slides in high contrast, or the participants can do that for themselves as well. Co-presenting is very easy in Microsoft Live. If I click on the ellipsis up here and go to language and speech, I can access some of those accessibility features that PowerPoint Live has. For example, if I want to turn on live captions, look what happens. As I speak, the captions are being generated. This is extremely helpful to those who are either hard of hearing or don't have the ability to listen to the meeting right now. They can still figure out what I'm saying. Let's go ahead and turn those captions off. Let's look at some of the other features I have. Under settings, I have an accessibility feature here to prioritize people that are performing sign language for the others in the meeting. I can also elect to always show captions in my meetings. Let's take a look at one more setting. Under settings, I have the ability to make other people presenters. For example, if I go to meeting options, I can determine who is allowed to present. So co-presenting is simple in Microsoft Live. I just need to enable that other person to be able to do so. If I say only organizers and co-organizers, for example, and hit save, right now I'm going to ask Greg to come on the camera. And Greg, tell us if you have a button that says take control. Hey, Greg.
Over here.
You don't see the button, huh? All right. I need to allow Greg to be a co-presenter with me so that he can then take control of the presentation. I'm just going to go to settings, meeting options, and scroll down here to who can present. And I'm going to say everyone because there's only one person in the meeting with me. Greg, do you see the button now?
I've got it.
Go ahead and take control. Now, Greg is the presenter. He's got the speaker notes. He's got the presenter view. What can I do now? Well, I can hop ahead and look at what's coming, and I can sync back to wherever he is and whatever he's doing. As I move ahead, I'm on slide 4 right now. So is Greg. Now I can translate the slide here into a different language, or I can magnify it only for me. I can view this slide in high contrast. For example, if I go back to slide 4, let's take a look at this one in high contrast versus not in high contrast. There's non-high contrast, here's high contrast. You can see I get those nice borders around, and PowerPoint removes any of these gray areas that might cause me trouble. I'm going to sync back to the presenter so I can follow Greg. Thanks, Greg, for taking over for a few minutes. I'm going to take control back. Well, I hope you've enjoyed our presentation here of PowerPoint Live in Microsoft Teams. Let's cover some important features before wrapping up. You must have a Microsoft 365 account to present, but not to be an attendee. PowerPoint Live is not supported when hosting town halls. Town halls look like meetings, but they far exceed the 1,000 participant limit. Town halls can include up to 10,000 people or 20,000 using Teams Premium, but you can't use PowerPoint Live in town halls. If you're using Teams on the web, you'll need Microsoft Edge 18 or later, or Google Chrome 65 or later to see the presenter view. Meeting recordings won't capture any videos, animations, or annotation marks in the PowerPoint Live session. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and make sure to check out our entire on-demand learning platform at pragmaticworks.com, which has over 200 courses available on demand. We have a 3-part course on Microsoft Teams there if you want to learn more. Let me know what you think of PowerPoint Live, including what you want to see out of future versions. See you next time.